What up guys, it's your boy Manny Hernandez here, and in this video we're going to be doing some technical analysis for Bitcoin, Ethereum and a WISE token. And I have titled this video, looking at the big picture, because you have to look at things in the grand scheme of things. You gotta look at the macro and see how the chart is painting a picture to us, and it's giving us a roadmap of what are the true possible targets on this bull cycle. If you have not done so, make sure you hit that like button, you smash that subscribe button and the bell notifications as well, because that's how you get notified and you get this time sensitive information that we put out there for you. Also remember that every single comment on this video, yes, this very video, qualifies you to participate for a 1 ounce silver coin giveaway. We give this away on every single video for our commenters as a token of appreciation for engaging with us. So without further ado, let's get hustling. Before we jump into the charts, I gotta show you some very important news that are coming across the spectrum. And unless you have been living under a rock, you should know by now that Google, Apple and Amazon, they kind of, they gang up together, and then they, in my opinion, they colluded to ban the app Parler, which is a social media app that is similar to Facebook, but it's more, their unique value is that they want to preserve freedom of speech, which is protected by the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. These big tech giants colluded together, and it reminds me, that a couple months ago, we had a junior developer come to me in Omni, and if you guys don't know, we're building Omni.ai. This is why these news are so important to us, because Parler, being banned, right? Pose a possible issue for us inside Omni, because if they did it to them, they can also do it to us. And as I was saying, a junior developer came to me months and months ago and say, Manny, why are you not using AWS? Using this here and using these technologies that they offer here can speed up the process. That way we don't have to do it, and it will make our job so much easier. And I told that guy that they, no, I am afraid that they could ban us. And he laughed at the time, right? He laughed at the time. He says, banning you, Manny, why will they do such a thing? Your app will grow, so big, and it will be amazing for them to have you in their, hosting it in their services. And I was like, I don't know. I better be safe than sorry. And today, he hits me up this morning and he says, hey, have you seen what happened to Parler? And I was like, I told you so. So I'm so glad that inside Omni, and if you want to learn a little bit more about Omni, go to omni.ai. It's also in the description box, and you will learn everything that you want to know about this social media app that we are putting out with a unique twist, with blockchain technology and having crypto rewards. And basically what we're doing is we're gamifying social media, and your actions inside the app are the way that you quote unquote mine the coin into existence, for lack of better words. If you want to know more about it, we have the light paper, we have the white paper. You can join our Telegram community, you can follow us on Twitter, you can follow us all around, and get keep an eye on this. This is still Q2 2021 for a beta release, so it's not yet out. But we have been working on this amazing project for years, and in light of what's happening to Parler, I am glad that very early on we took the decision of going completely off Amazon. So that is simply amazing. But Parler is kind of fighting back now, and they're suing Amazon for suspending their app, and is claiming an antitrust violation. And I gotta be honest, I do agree with their premise. You know, you cannot have, I don't care, yes, they're private companies, but they cannot, you know, private companies cannot gang up together to take off the market a competitor, because that's what it is. And especially for opinions, because that's all it matters. I don't care in what side of the political spectrum you land, it does not matter. You gotta look at your liberties being put at risk here. If they did it to Parler, if they did it to them, what can they do to you? That's what you gotta think about it. You know, the power that these big tech companies have is way too much, and this is why in Omni.ai we're looking to level the playing field, and this is a product that is from the people for the people. So now let's get into the Bitcoin price chart, because I'm sure that you guys have been, you know, yesterday everybody was here, like, you know, looking maybe at the 15-minute chart, seeing this big candle coming all the way down, and oh my God, this is not going to stop. What is happening? The bear market is here. What are we gonna do? And it's crazy to see how the newbies, you know, welcome to the crypto market, newbies. You know, if you bought that little top and you feel wrecked, don't, just hold. That's what people need to understand. You do, unless you're day trading, and your boy Manny Hernandez is not a day trader. I look at the charts, I do technical analysis, but I'm always looking usually on the day-by-day basis. I don't go into the 4-hour, 1-hour, 15-minute time frames unless I am looking to expand my analysis, or unless I am looking to buy the dip, for lack of better words. But if I am not doing that, I am looking at the charts in the daily. So yesterday we went to shoot some content for Embarky, our travel blog, Embarky.io for those that don't know. And you know, we were disconnected, literally no cell signal. I was completely disconnected for for most of the day. And when I come back and I see all the messages and I see all the craze about, and I'm like, I look at the chart and I'm like, nothing happened. You know, we are right on track. So let's look at that, because at the end of the day, guys, you gotta understand, unless you are day trading, you know, if you came into Bitcoin, if you came into Ethereum, if you came into Wise token, and you're looking to multiply your gains, and you are not like quote unquote day trading, don't panic. This is normal. This is exactly what we're doing. It's impossible to go always up. We cannot go vertical like that. We need to have healthy retracements and continuation. That's how things work. So I don't know, you know, maybe you're too new, and I get it, you know, but you cannot expect, you know, they see 100, 200% moved on the up. They see Bitcoin go from 10,000 to 20,000, from 20,000 to 40,000, and they're like, oh yes. And then they see Bitcoin come down only what? There was this, a 28, and I'm not even drawing that correctly. 28% retracement? That's nothing. Look what we have here. It's the previous bull run. This is the bottom of the previous bull run, 2017, and this is the top of the previous bull run. Look at how many of those, you know, 38% type dumps we have. We had 1, we had 2, we had 3, we had 4, we have even 5 before reaching the top. So we're good. We're good. So Manny, then how does it look? You know, how do I know what are the proper targets to look? Well, like I always say, guys, allow the chart to paint a picture. Use it as your roadmap, and then you decide your targets of when you want to get out. So let's dive a little bit into this so you understand what I mean by that. So what we have here is the bottom of the bear market. So that was the top of the bull market. This is the bottom of the bear market. Now, in here, you see a big dump. This dump, I want to warn you that this retracement that you see here, although that it will be perfectly counted, it's a not natural retracement. What do I mean by that? This dump was due to a lack of liquidity that took place in the beginning of March, I want to say, because of the pandemic. So Bitcoin became very, very scarce. People were having liquidity issues, and they sold their Bitcoin because pandemic. People were losing their jobs and whatnot. So there was a panic. This was just pure panic. People didn't know what was going to happen in March. So we're good. Now, I want you to look at this. So if we do a Elliott wave five wave impulse count, let's throw this in here. Let's start painting the picture. We gotta this 4 has to come somewhere down here. But how do we know where these waves are going to land? So this looks like a great candidate for a 1-2. This is a clear 1-2. Now we're trying to place our tree now. We don't know if this is our tree yet. We don't know. This tree can very well continue, but we will see. So let's see how this is looking. Now let me go ahead and let me pull back. Give me a trend-based fib exchange. Let me move this out of the way because I want to draw it correctly so that you can see what we're doing here. So we pick that fib extension and we go from the top of the 1 to the bottom of the 2. Right, to the bottom of the 2. And let me draw that better. Right there. Bam. So we can see here that right now we are finding some rejection at the 1.6. So we're trying to place our tree, but we don't know that our tree is yet completed, because people are saying, but Manny, we just had a 28% retracement. But come on guys, let's be realistic. We just have painted 3 red candles on the chart. We gotta come at least this, I want to see, what's that right here? That's 26,000. That 1.27 fib line. I mean, we can easily come down here and that will look much better. I mean, we can go sideways because you see some patterns that we have go up, then completely sideways, then up, sideways, up, sideways. So we can very well go sideways and do some continuation, which will mean that we have not yet finish this tree. This tree, I'm not convinced that this tree is here. I'm just not convinced. I think that this tree can very well come at the top of this pocket to the 1.75, because that will be a little bit above. That's around what, 53,000, 54,000. So we can easily go. Let me see if I find some confluence. Let me see if I go from. Let me do a retracement to see from the all-time high. No, that's good. That's good because the count is right there. So, I mean, guys, I gotta say, we gotta come back down to 25. That will be healthy. That will be what we need. That will be what we want. That will be, that will be what will allow us to come. And if I extend this a little bit, this give us a target north of the 109. That's close to the 200,000. That's 200,000 psychological right there. Look at it. That's 200,000 for our 5th wave. So we can very well, we have so much bullish momentum. Well, you need to understand that the bullish energy behind this move is just insane. The institutional investment coming in is crazy, and everything that's happening is great for Bitcoin and for cryptocurrencies as a whole. asset class that allow, you know, that is not correlated to the dollar, it's not correlated to the S&P, it's not correlated, you know, doesn't correlate with gold and all that good stuff, you know. We want this bull cycle to allow Bitcoin to decouple from all these other traditional markets, you know, and be its own little animal, right? So here's how I see it. I am looking at the daily, day by day basis, guys. Don't be on the 5-minute chart looking at every green candle and every red candle, because if you do that, you're gonna get wrecked. You're gonna find an impulse to sell or buy at the wrong times. Unless you're day trading and you know what you're doing, look at the big picture. This is the picture. This is how Bitcoin is looking, and this is my bull market. This is giving me a, you know, 200,000, as many of my followers know, has been my conservative target. I very well believe that we can get to 500,000 in this bull cycle, but looking at this picture and this roadmap, and we will see better where we land this tree, because if this tree comes all the way up here, then we have a much different, you know, scenario. But since we don't know where this tree will land yet, you know, we cannot make that determination. We gotta allow enough time to pass and allow this to play out to see how it's going to look. So that's what I got for Bitcoin right now. So let's look at the Ethereum price chart, because Ethereum, you know, we want to be looking at Ethereum. And Ethereum, it's very interesting. So if we do the same on Ethereum, so we got the all-time high here. Then we got the bottom, which it looks like a double bottom, but it's not quite a double bottom. So that will be then a good candidate for a, I'm not gonna get into all the Elliott wave rules in here to see if everything meets, you know, the book by conditions, but you know, when you just do simple, you know, this should be our 1-2, and that's because it didn't quite come down to it, right? It stayed above, so 3, 4, 5. Let's see, so we are right now, let's move this here. We're right now putting our 3. Then where is going to be our 4, and where is going to be our 5, right? So that's kind of how it's gonna look. So now let's throw a fib extension from the top of the 1 to the bottom of the 2, and we can see that we are, see, that's why I think, see how we're fighting with the 1.75. We tried to break above, we didn't quite do it. You know, if we did, then the 200 line will have been the next target, but you know, we broke down, and it looks like now it's using that 1.61 as support. If I zoom in on this here, and let me move this here, if I zoom in, you can see that we came right to kiss that 1.61 line, this line right here. And you know, Ethereum might do something like that before moving up. But if we were to come down, if this were to be the retracement, we can be looking at this previous sounds of resistance. We flip this as support. We can be, it's close to the 1.2. That will be a great candidate on an ABC type formation down to the 1.2 before we not only break the all-time high, which is sitting right here. We are right now fighting that all-time high. That's why, you know, we came above the 1.75, but then the all-time high is still there. So we, you know, we reject it very heavily there. So we come to the 4, and then we hit the 5. Then the 5, well, it's sitting right here, close to the 45. And I think, I'm sure that I need to draw, let me zoom in a little bit better to draw these lines better, because that will give me a much clear target into the up. You know, you're gonna, if you don't draw your fib extensions correctly, then you get rough targets, you don't get exact targets. But right here, you know, that's 4,800, what I'm looking, what, 4,700, 4,800, we can call it 4,800 even, will be that target, the 2.6 target here. Can we do something like this and, you know, end this tree here, come on the fourth to the golden pocket, and then do something like this and have a $20,000 Ethereum? It's on the chart. But we don't know where this, once again, we have the same situation that we have on Bitcoin. We don't know where that tree will land. And I don't think, you know, until I see a sizable retracement, guys, until I see something that makes sense in you know, coming back down, something healthy, something strong, you know, and believe me, when we are there, you know, yesterday was, you see how yesterday crazy was? Like if you were in Twitter yesterday, or if you were in Telegram yesterday, you saw a lot of fear, right? Uncertainty, doubt, aka FUD. That's what you see, because that's how the markets, you know, that's just how the market shakes out the weak hands. We are here holding. We're here for the massive gains. We're not here for the day trades. If you want to do that, go do leverage trading in an exchange. But if you want to go, you got to look at the map in the big picture. You got to look at these on, you know, what is the big picture and what are your true targets now. Here's what you do. If you want to sell at some point, you take profits along the way. Well, you know your targets. You know that we're gonna have a tree, and you know we just don't know where we just don't know where it's gonna land. So you can see these possible levels as place to sell. You take some profit, and then you put your targets. Let's say that your target to sell Bitcoin, it's, you know, you say, Manny, I think that Bitcoin will get to 200,000, but I want to make sure I hit that top. Let's say that your target to sell Bitcoin is $150,000. You can go right now and place your sell order. Right now. You can place your sell order, and when Bitcoin gets to that price, it sells. You can be fishing. You don't have to be all day on the charts. You can be fishing, and the order will fill. You will have your 150,000, and you'll be a happy camper. But if you're, you know, please, come on, don't be every day on this chart allowing your sentiments dominate you, and don't get wrecked. Do not get wrecked. Now, I want to move on now, because to our biggest. I'm the biggest fan of this bad boy right here, and that will be the WISE token. And I was already, let me get rid of this so you can see what's happening on the WISE token, because WISE is a very special project that just got listed at the beginning of the year. We're here at the daily chart, so every single candle is a day. So this is it. This is all the history that we have on WISE. So we are just getting started. Actually, I cannot properly look at this on the daily chart, so I gotta come down maybe to the 4-hour or the 12-hour if I have it. I have 12-hour. No, let's look at it here on the daily, and then we're gonna look at another chart on the 12-hour. Then this is the WISE Ether price chart. This is the WISE Ether price chart. On this chart where you're looking here, it's at you know, WISE versus Ethereum in Uniswap, and then if we do the same. So right now we're just putting our 1-2. So this is the bottom. This is an easy 1-2 that we can draw here, and we are literally at the bottom. Now we gotta go from the 3, 4, 5. That's it on the daily. Like, for reals, you have to look at it at this. Unless you're trading wise, unless you are looking to be trading wise all the way up and trying to sell the tops and buy the bottoms, you know, you cannot allow, you know, this normal market move to consume you or to make you panic sell, because you're gonna get wrecked, my friend, and we don't want that for you. Once again, you know, in the Wealth Legacy Freedom channel, we're not financial advisors. Don't take anything that I say as financial advice, because at the end of the day, I'm just a crazy guy on the internet. But you gotta use some common sense. Please. If you do that, you will know where you're going, and you know when the dips come, you will see this as price discounts, because this is what they are. You buy the dip, you sell the top, but when it's down here, it doesn't look, it's not gonna look pretty. Once again, let's do that fib trend extension so you see what I'm talking about. Look at where we are. We go from the top of the 1 to the bottom of the 2, and we can see that we can easily come and place a tree right here around the 0026, then come here, and then doing something like this will be very nice for the first. Look at this. Imagine that we do this. I think we can do this. I honestly believe that looking at the fundamentals of this coin, once again, not financial advice, but when I personally doing my own research, look at the fundamentals of this coin, and I look at the Kickstarter. This is literally the first wave. You know, Wise is currently positioned as one of the toppers. You know what I don't wanna, let me check. We are number 1. We are the number 1 top pair on Uniswap. Let me refresh this. Am I right? I wanna make sure I'm not mistaken this. We might have gone down a little bit. No, we didn't. So what we're looking here is at the top number 1 coin on Uniswap. Think about what that means, guys. Look at the fundamentals. Look at how strong this coin is. That is the exact reason why here in the Wealth Legacy Freedom channel you see me talking about only very few specific coins. When we talk about crypto, I am always looking for low risk, high returns. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Wise. I mean, I also speak about Polkadot. We also speak about Omni, but Omni is gonna is in the future, right? Omni, so you know, there is a cryptocurrency attached to the social media app that we are currently developing, but that's gonna be future, right? So in here, we're looking to create a diversified portfolio that is a low risk with high gains. But come on, guys, you gotta look at this chart, and we are just in the first wave, the first 5 wave of the Elliott wave tool. So 1, 2, I mean, we put the 3 here, come back to the down, that's the 5 up here. I will take that any day of the week. But now when you look at Wise, and this is what makes this project so special, and what is the reason why it made me actually consider it as one of my top holdings. Wise token is backed by Ethereum. What you're looking in here is at the Bitcoin, at the Wise USD valuation. But what you need, and right now at the moment of me making this video, we're sitting around 63 cents, right? We're looking at the 12-hour chart. And what you need, and the reason why I like to look at this chart is very simple. When I look at this chart gives me a right perspective. I can see what is my true gains on USD value, because when Ethereum goes up, this goes up, and when Wise goes up, this also goes up. So you can see at the combined economic energy of both coins, when Wise independently moves up in USD valuation, but it's also looking at when Ethereum independently goes up in valuation. And now you take those two combined, and what you get is this chart that is giving you your combined USD valuation. How much is Wise value versus USD? Because remember that Wise only trades against Ethereum, not USD. With that out of the way, now we are looking at the 12-hour chart. What do we have? Same deal, guys. Same exact deal. So we're drawing, you know, from the bottom, we got 0, we got a 1, we got a 2, then we gotta find the 3, 4, and 5, right? How do we find these targets? We throw a Fibonacci extension. So we go from the bottom to the top, and then to the bottom of the 2 right here, and then we need to find those targets. So right there. So now let me move that 3 to that target. That's our 4 right here. That would still qualify a 4. A 4 can never come below that 1. So if I go, let me look, we're still above the 1. So that could qualify for a 4, but then, you know, that will be a 3 around $1.12. I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I think that the 3 will come at least to the 127% or the 1.27 Fib extension. The 4 will come down to the 78. That will be a very worthy target. And then what? A 5 right here, there. That's what we're looking at. That's it. That's wise on the grand scheme of things. We almost came to a $1.01. It was 97 cents. We came back down. We are right now working our way up, and we will find some resistance. You know, we gotta work our way up. And if I go drill down, you know, you gotta find your rules here. But you know, when we do this is our picture. This is the picture that the charts are painting for us. And you don't look at this and every 5 minutes. I don't look at every sell that takes place on Uniswap. I am not looking if a whale is here or not, if somebody's accumulating wise or if somebody's selling wise. Let people do their thing. Look at the chart. Look at the fundamentals. Are they still strong? If they are, do you see any news that says that a rug pull is happening? That's actually impossible because the kids were burned. You see anything truly negative happening about the project? No. As a matter of fact, everything is positive. But you gotta let the market do its thing. We cannot go all the way to $10, which I have said on this previous channel that will be around here. That's where I see this project going in 2021. This is where I see this project going in 2021, guys. I see this project and it's $10, and this is a conservative, and this is a fundamental analysis. What we're doing on this video is a technical analysis. That's why the technical analysis tells me that we gotta get at least to what, $2.32 first before I can continue to paint the picture. Before I can continue to paint the picture that will take us to the $10 and then from the $10 to the $50. Before I can do that, I gotta paint the picture that will take me to the $2. $2.32 is about what the picture, and again we're gonna see where this tree lands. We don't know. We are literally at the moment of me making this video at the bottom of the 2. So we want to see where this tree lands, because if this tree comes to my golden pocket over here somewhere and it hits, you know, it can hit the $2 right in the middle of that golden pocket, then that will be a much better picture and this will be my initial 5-wave count. And that will take us around 3 and 390. I'm sure everybody in the wise community will love to see that. But if we allow emotions to control us on a one-day dip because somebody came and, you know, and when you look, isn't like Wise wasn't the only one going down yesterday. I mean, Ethereum was going down yesterday. And Bitcoin goes down yesterday. And remember this, when you're looking at the USD valuation, the same way I say one thing, I say the other. When Ethereum goes up, Wise goes up. But when Ethereum goes down, what do you think it happens? Right? Wise also goes down. And that's normal. We'll take it that every single day, because without risk, there is no reward. That's simple. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have not done so, make sure you hit that like button, you smash that subscribe button and the bell's notifications as well, because you want to be notified. We have much more of this amazing content coming out to you throughout the week. And without anything else for now, thank you for watching, and remember, always remember, it's not about the money, it's about the freedom.